Hey, good evening. What is your name?
My name is Grant Brown.
And how old are you?
I'm 16.
And did you have to think about that one for a second?
Well, yes and no, I guess. Yeah, I had to think about it.
Congratulations.
I haven't been 16 for too long now, so
So, if you could be a donut, what flavor would you be?
that's an awkward question. It's kind of a tie between an apple fritter and a caramel long john.
Caramel Long John. Really?
Yeah.
I love caramel Long John.
Dude, caramel long johns, I'd say they're the bee's knees, but that makes caramel long johns not as important than the bee's knees. I mean, if I get to heaven and there aren't caramel long johns, I might be disappointed. I mean, granted, there's like streets made of gold and there's no more crying, but I mean, I'm going to be a little heartbroken that there's no caramel long johns.
Speaking of heaven, how is God...
What?
Speaking of heaven...
I've never heard that one before.
How has God moved in your personal life?
God has moved in my personal life, I'd say in a lot of ways. I think he's definitely changed me behaviorally and spiritually, but he's also given me amazing opportunities such as NJT.
And what is NJT?
NJT is an organization that I'm in the middle of kind of setting up and nurturing. It's called Not Just Teens, and that's kind of why I'm here right now.
And when did God call you to do this? And how did God call you to do that?
God called me to do this in a really weird way. I'm going to say it all started with a Snapchat. Now, a lot of things have started with Snapchat between
A lot of bad stories.
a lot of bad stories, but this is a good story. I got this Snapchat from my girlfriend. Again, that's not normally a very good start to a story, but this one does. They were at Heritage Days, and Heritage Days in Macomb is like your county fair or whatnot. People get together, you watch your kids try to tap dance, and you can buy like lemon shake-ups. But I got this picture of her with a funnel cake and her best friend, and the thought occurred to me, what would happen if we had a year-long fundraiser that was entirely youth-oriented, that ended this time next year with a booth at Heritage Days? So, yeah.
What would you be planning to do with this money?
This money would be going to CICM, which is an organization in India that basically you donate $2,000 to them, and that gives them the funds they need to train a minister and build a church somewhere in India.
So you're telling me that for every $2,000 that NJT would donate, you could get one pastor out in India?
Exactly, yeah.
This seems like a pretty worthy goal. And do you know how you're planning on doing this?
How do we plan on raising that much money? Well, we don't just plan to raise one church, which makes it even more difficult. Our goal for our very first year off the bat is 3 churches, which if you can do a little bit of math, 6 times 2 is, I'm already ahead of myself, 2 times 3 is $6,000. So, the goal is to raise $6,000 over the course of the year. And so in doing this, we plan to partner with local churches and their youth groups, local business sponsors, getting a hold of some people that would be willing to be patrons for us, which would be fantastic.
And so, how is this what makes you not just a teen?
I like what you did there. I would say that, yeah, it makes me not just a teen, because I know there are plenty of people that went to the same CIY move Michigan to represent that I went to, and so there are gonna be kids there that don't do this and don't carry on with what they've learned, and it makes me a kingdom worker, and in being a kingdom worker, that makes me not just a teen.